but nothing appeared in the paper because the local authority had it controlled. I don't know how. I had a control over the local paper.
Yeah,
And,
it's based on it.
You would
It's
think,
Freemasons.
you would think local authority would be the same as you're saying the BBC. They're fine, you would expect it to be, but I can see that there's no.
Look at what happened in the Senate right, a couple of days ago. The vote to have the COVID pass, right, in nightclubs and anywhere that has large gatherings.
That's what they're doing in politics.
One vote and it failed, didn't it? That's nonsense because if you look at the video, right, you'll hear that there was a guy there, somebody Miller, an AM, and he was saying that Gary Miller, he was saying that somebody wanted to vote, and that would have made all the difference. Yeah, and they wouldn't allow it because he couldn't get on Zoom. Well, a 4-year-old can get on Zoom. Yeah, it's nonsense. If that is in your face, rigged, is it not? Is it not? Everything's rigged. There's no such thing as a politician that'll work in your favour.
Do you think Biden's vote?
What? Oh yeah, Biden. He's total. Yeah. No, we're not. I'm not pro any politician. They're all in it. They're all new ones. They're all.
What do you want to know why people know? So
They're all.
all his supporters to send in their votes by mail, right? So
Yeah.
yeah. To
Who would want a 70-odd-year-old?
I'm not allowed to finish speaking.
Sorry.
So, send the votes by mail. So to keep they send by mail. So that's why as votes were being sent by mail, transporters went to polling stations to vote. So they came in different lines. So that's why.
The people who are behind him are in control. Yeah? Like with any politician is a puppet. All
Like
of
you
them.
earlier mentioned Hitler, but the world was different in the time of Hitler. I think you can have a situation nowadays where the voice is not anyone you've ever seen.
Prisoner.
I'm
prisoner.
Just came off prison.
And that this is how the Jews were treated. You need to get your history books out. Discrimination. Discrimination.
But I think that's okay. I don't think one person should have them.
No, it's not. We just need to go back.
I can't hear you.
But I personally agree that the people behind the politicians are behind them. It doesn't matter that.
Politicians are all rhetoric. They talk the talk, they don't walk the walk. No politician will give a damn about you, Ollie, or anyone. No politician. Yes, you can. No one.
But you just said that this is how the Jews were treated.
Everyone liked Hitler. Well, not everyone. A lot of people liked Hitler because he promised he would get crime off the streets. He promised he would clean up Germany. And look what happened. Discrimination.
This is not how the Jews were treated.
This is how it started. This is how it started.
No, you're saying this is how the Jews were treated. No, the Jews were gassed.
Yes, that's how it ended.
We're talking about the start, the
build-up.
the origin. And so what this lady's saying is this is the start of something that could be a lot more serious. I'm unvaccinated, so if you're taken forward to an extreme level, do you say that's a bad person and I'm a bad person?
I'm not saying no.
You think back, well, this is probably before you were born, but you know about AIDS, yeah? Now, people are so scared, and of course it's right to be scared because that's what keeps you safe in many ways, but in the media, Lady Diana Spencer, she went out and met with AIDS sufferers and talked to them and touched them. And people didn't think you could touch someone who had a disease like that because things were distorted in their head, and she showed that you could.
Love, humanity, love. Truth, love.
If you had everything your way, you could control everyone's opinions, have everyone do what you want them to do. What would you have a wrong with that?
I want truth. Truth, justice, liberty. That's it. We haven't got it in the mainstream.
Okay, well, the thing is,
People like me look into what they're saying.
you're saying truth.
And that's all I ask you to read, but you haven't read it.
I've read the file. It's basically talking to you.
Yeah, but you need to, when you get home tonight, you you need to just take my name,
Yeah.
yeah, and have a read.
Everyone's opinion is valid. So
Yeah.
I really respect your opinion. I just disagree with
Because,
you.
look, I'm nearly 60. I don't care. But I have children and I have grandchildren and I care about them and I care about...
Let them get vaccinated if they want.
No. Because you don't need to be vaccinated.
you're
If they wanted to be, they genuinely feel they want... that's fine. It's like...
It's a matter of opinion. Yeah, if it was their opinion, you wouldn't let them.
No, I'm telling them
I appreciate
there's an alternative. Be careful. Yeah. Question, that's all. And they questioned it on their own and they all...
Preaching to the youngsters and turning them against it.
opinion on LFTs, lateral flow tests.
On what?
You know the lateral flows?
That they have
Oh.
to
Well, a lot of them are not, they don't work. A lot of them will come up negative.
when I have heard it, I have
I've heard a lot of people, they have, they don't work, these tests don't work.
Not completely right, but that's why PCR
Yeah,
tested.
yeah. But why do you need to be tested for an illness that you don't even know you've got it? I mean, it's
so that
nonsense.
you can then stay safe.
Stay safe, stay safe, stay safe, stay safe. That's propaganda. From
You're going against the fact to protect
people, the death rate is not much different over the last 20 years. There's more death and suffering. No, you're not listening. There's more death and suffering from lockdowns, yeah, than there is from the COVID itself. Fact. Look into it. What about mental health?
Yeah,
What about people killing themselves? What about people losing their jobs and their businesses? What about people that can't see each other in their own homes?
Yeah, I get you.
You know all that. You can't visit someone who's in hospital.
The mental health aspect, that is so important, and that's why that I would personally, I would get vaccinated so I could go and see somebody in mental health hospital.
Look, it's fine if you want to be vaccinated, that's fine.
Yeah, I think that should be. So you
But
shouldn't be.
people shouldn't be forced or coerced, mandated. No. But they are. But they are. But they are. Because otherwise, I can't go abroad. I can't go to not that I want to go to a nightclub, but just saying, I can't.
decisions though. They're not forcing it upon you, they're just saying that this
So they are forcing it. Listen, girls, what you don't understand is it ain't going to stop. It's going to carry on. It's going to be, next minute, it's going to be, oh, you can't go in the leisure centre, you can't go swimming, you can't go to your job,
But is that
you
not
can't have a
even
bank
little
account.
injection worth
It's
the
all bit,
effort?
but it's small things, yeah? That's what difference is.
It's a tiny needle going into your arm.
No, you're missing the point. You need to look at the history. You need to understand communism. You need to understand what happened with the rise of Hitler. And a lot of people welcomed it. A lot of people were against it as well, but not enough. Not enough resisted it. All I'm saying is, we have a chance now to turn it around. And rather than arguing with me, just read what I've got to say. That's all. That's it. Yeah? Thank you. Thank you.
Can I ask you a question? You know, like we're debating this. Does this come up at school? Have you talked about this in a classroom?
There you go.
Yeah, sanitize, wipe the tables, wear masks.
Right. I'm going to put an idea to you, and it's based on what you're saying. So, say one of your teachers brought this subject up. I think they would have to present you as having the opinion of the previous presenter, the one you're talking about. Yeah, I think they would have to do that, because if a school teacher turned around and spoke maybe like we've spoken, that would be viewed as very irresponsible. The school would think badly, your parents would probably think very badly, and that means that you could just say if a school teacher wanted to talk in a different way about it, that would be viewed very badly. You couldn't really do it, and that's back to the 12 of them. This lady, you see? Yeah.
The way that you're talking about is if you don't get a vaccine. That's kind of thing.
I'm saying choice. Have a read.
I'm not saying do or don't, I'm saying I chose.
It's my choice. It's my choice.
Because I mean, I've there's obviously you've told me a lot today, and I know quite a few people that tell me the stuff that you're saying, right? But my piano teacher thinks the exact same. And
Your food teacher,
my
piano teacher.
and I've taken in all the information, and I'm not being biased on my opinion. I've taken the information, and I've decided that that is my opinion. It's
That's fine.
presented by the
That's
media.
fine.
The fact that it's presented by the media doesn't make a difference. It's just my opinion.
I think that
See?
if teachers need to come up and say that they have a vaccine certificate, then I think that people are old enough and educated enough to not argue in like a immature way and, you know, let them have a valid opinion. So I personally think that I would, although I would disagree with them, I wouldn't cut them down because of their views. So I think
Yeah, but all I'm doing is standing here, minding my own business. I'm not pushing anything on anyone and saying,
You've got a sign in your
yeah, but I'm not stopping anyone. Right, do you know
I
the
think you're
process?
saying look out for the media.
Yeah.
Don't take everything they say
Yeah.
as being the truth, and I think
Think the
that's
unthinkable.
fair enough.
Think the unthinkable.
Yeah,
And then-
yeah.
And then people, you see, you're talking about mental health, right? But thinking and thinking, that's going to scare people, and that's going to really scare people. So do you not think that's going to have an effect on people's mental health?
People need to know the truth.
Okay, but do you not think that's going to have an effect on people's mental health?
Yeah, but what you're getting on the mainstream is fear propaganda is all you're getting on the mainstream. That's it. Fear propaganda. Negative. I'm saying to people, read what I am saying.
I'm asking you.
How is it? It's not it's just questions. They're the
That's a
unthinkable.
terrifying thing to think about. Because you're saying this is going to.
Okay, it's a terrible thing. Right.
I would think the unthinkable for me, like say it in a different way.
But it's just an alternative. It's an alternative to the
So you
mainstream.
isn't to the mainstream.
So you've compared this today to the.
I would say, read what I have to say and disregard it if you want. That's
Okay, so
fine.
you're counting yourself as not the mainstream. As well as
Of course I would.
but you haven't given us like
But because I do research
Right, yeah,
and I read what people have to say, listen to what people have to say, and I find where they contradict themselves or where they are spewing disinformation. Yeah? If you read this, you'll understand there's too much information for me to explain everything.
If you're talking about research, you can't get research over in the centuries or two.
No.
You know,
No,
you would have to look at
it
it
takes
because
hours and
that's
hours
what
and hours.
research is. It's
If you
not-
read my website, you'll be there a week. You've read it every day, hours and hours and hours. There's a lot of information, a lot of information.
compared this to the Holocaust, right? Which is one of the darkest moments of history, right? And you're saying that's going to happen if we don't stop it,
Yes.
right? That's,
It is happening.
Okay,
It's scary what's happened in the last 18 months.
So you're saying think the unthinkable.
Because we have a chance to turn it around, right?
Okay.
But if we leave it, there'll be no turning
What if
around.
this
We
doesn't
will
get
be in
so-
the effectively in the gas chamber.
So do you okay, right, so you're saying that, right? And I was asking you before, is that not going to have an effect on people's mental health, thinking that they're going to go
But the
through
truth needs to come out.
Right, but can you please just answer?
If I'm wrong, I'm wrong.
Okay, do you reckon that's
I hold my hands up.
is that going to have an effect on people's mental health negatively?
What the mainstream are bombarding you with stuff. Yeah, I am giving an alternative.
Okay, but is that going to affect people's mental health negatively?
The truth probably may do. The truth may
Right, there
do.
we go. Thank you.
People like to be under an illusion. Yeah, I'll give you that.
how would you stop it then? Just don't
How do
wear
you
a
stop
mask and
it?
get the vaccine.
How do you stop it? You need to know the truth. Yeah.
Okay, so
And
you
when
read
you
the website
when
and then
you
you do
when
the
you read when you understand the truth, if you believe what I'm saying is true, you stop the mask. You do not comply.
And then
Take the mask off. It doesn't work.
okay, so I take the mask off.
Don't have the vaccine. Don't have the COVID pass. That's
Okay,
discrimination.
so I've just got my date for my vaccine. Should I just not turn up?
If you agree with me, yes. If you agree with me.
Yeah.
But you need to do your research.
I've done my research. I have. Trust me, I have.
But you may be listening to disinformation as well.
Yes, and you have to as well.
Yeah, but that is what I expose disinformation agents. That's
Okay,
what I
but the thing
do.
is, right, so you're saying do your research. I might be listening to misinformation. So might you. You might be listening
No,
to
because I'm exposing people who are spreading disinformation. That's what I do.
Like who? Name some.
Name? God. Loads of them. Have a look at the website, you'll see. Have a look. Have a read. Mike Uden, Dr. Mike Uden, do you know him? Well,
He's a doctor,
he's
right?
spreading disinformation.
He's a doctor. Okay, well,
Yeah.
I could argue your spelling misinformation.
No, you say that. You're arguing me. You haven't even read it.
Right, yeah, but I think what I know now.
You need to read this. There's a lot of information on there. That's it. That's all you do.
Oh, thank you. This is it is very interesting. If you're posting that, do you mind blurring out our faces?
Yeah, I'll try.
Yeah, do you mine as well?
Yeah.
Thank you. Right, we'll
Most of your faces already hidden.
Yeah, exactly. Your faces are hidden.
I know, funny.
But why would you want to be hidden? You're so sure that
I don't
you're
want to be
right.
hidden out.
You're safe. You need to be safe from tyrants. You're being ruled.
But by wearing
Under
a mask,
tyranny.
in my opinion, that makes me safer. Not
You
completely
need
safe,
to
but really
educate yourself. You need to know what's really happening.
Okay.
You need to know what's happening. Yeah.
Thank you.
It's tyranny. Bye bye.
My face.
I will, yeah, cut you out, yeah. Oh dear. Thank you for your help. Thank you for your support, but this is what we're up against, right?
Yeah, definitely. Well done.
I will just keep coming out.
Yeah.
I get a lot of support. I also get a lot of
How long
that.
have you been?
It's shocking, isn't it, how young these school
No, but
children.
I mean,
I've only started doing this.
It's still good because they
might.
imagine engaging a bunch of school kids coming home from school. And how could you engage them?
Yeah.
And you have engaged them, so they're thinking.
They stayed.
They're
They were.
resisting at the moment.
Yeah. They were polite, weren't they?
Yeah, no, they were fine.
But they were up for an argument.
Yeah.
But they propagandise. That's the trouble. People are so brainwashed.
Yeah.
And like some people have said to me, they don't want to think the unthinkable. They don't want to think that they've been duped. They don't want that because it's like embarrassing.
It's the belief, and I would have been the same at our age. The belief that the BBC is
You
spot
can't be
on, and
lied
this is
to,
on,
yeah.
And that was, as I say, when I worked for that local authority. They'll never show that. I'll never see that in the paper. I saw the journalists there taking the photos, and I don't know how they controlled it, but I know they controlled it.
Masonic, Freemasonry.
Yeah.
See, people don't understand that Freemasonry controls everything. Anything of any importance, Freemasonry controls it. So if you understand that bit, you understand why we're fucked, basically. There is no opposition. You know.
Have you got a nice photo of yourself on your phone? I mean, I know that.
Do you want to get in on it?
Well, I know that guy was filming you, but do you want
A nice photo too.
Of you, if you want.
Oh yeah, it was John. Yeah, he's my son-in-law. He took it. Yeah. I just want to stick a few videos. That's it. I'm not spoken to anyone about those girls, have I today? But I just come out every now and again, and it's nice.
I think don't feel that they were put in such a strong row.
They were really up for it, weren't they, an argument?
You really engaged them, and that means although that main talker was resisting you,
they
were all thinking about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That gives me positive. That other fella down there, he was a bit, wasn't he? Giving it a bit of abuse, wasn't he?
Oh, I didn't.
Did you not see that?
No, I didn't quite connect. I just sort of turned up when that guy was holding that for you.
Yeah.
And that was.
Oh, he was really giving it. Well, you're stupid and all that. I'll put the video up later, and if you take my name, have a look when I get around.
No,
to
I took
doing it.
a photo.
Yeah, take a photo. Yeah, have a read of it. Yeah.
Make sure your photos there. Before we just take another one.
Take a photo, have a read, and have a look at the YouTube. And it'll be there. I'll stick it up. I'll have to do a bit of editing now to take those girls out. That's the thing, because that's most of the video, isn't it?
They do smudge people's faces sometimes. I don't know how they do it.
I'm not sure how to do that. If they absolutely understood where we're heading with this, they'd be on my side. And see, people, I don't know what the vaccination rate is in the UK, but it's pretty high. It's one of the highest.
Really high.
Yeah, it shocks the hell out of me. It scares me.
I only know one other person apart from meeting you.
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah. When I work, one fellow there, he hasn't been vaccinated. Everyone else now.
Yeah.
It's just.
And what I've noticed is, I have been around when the subject's talked about, and if you say you're not vaccinated, it's an absolute shocker to people.
Yeah.
and
Yeah,
I'm
but
not
that's
sure.
what the Jews-
I'm not sure it really should be.
No.
It's back to that example I gave with AIDS. Before people understood AIDS, if you said, I've just touched someone with AIDS, people would go,
Yeah. You can't get it that way. Yeah, exactly.
yeah.
Did you see the manager came out? He wasn't happy with me, was he?
I didn't see him. I heard you say you got to move, but I didn't actually
Yeah,
see
that's
you.
what my daughter said, yeah.
Right.
Yeah, he wasn't happy, but I reckon he's a Mason. I don't know, but I don't know.
Yeah, I wonder.
I bet he is. It's shocking. I mean, honestly, if people really knew, just got to look at what communism is and the rise of communism. That's exactly what's happening. People are losing their jobs and businesses.
Yeah.
People are, hey up. Hi, baby.
Right, I'm going to...
Nice to chat, and it's lovely.
Nice to meet
It's
you.
lovely you being here and helping me out. It's nice when I
That's
get
all
that,
right.
and especially when I get people engaging me with,
Make
you
a new
know,
poster.
what?
Make a new
I've
poster.
only just noticed all this mess here.
I don't know what that is.
Yeah.
Hello, come here, interested.
Right, see you later.
Nice chatting. Keep up the good. It's not my blood. There's no people anymore. Everyone's gone. Well, he said, you know, okay, they were giving it, weren't they? They were really arguing with you, but you've got them thinking. They were polite, you know, maybe they will, I don't know, but... Hey? Doesn't matter really, does it?
I got you your poster back.
Gotta be, this is
Yeah.
what we're going through right now. Nazism. No, it's not Nazism. Have a read.
Where's this guy's called? I don't speak English.
You don't speak English. You don't speak English. Don't speak English. Hitler. Hitler came to power, didn't he? And he wanted the perfect race. The perfect blue-eyed, blonde German race. And he was a dictator, yeah. And he got rid of people he thought were inferior. Or who is he? He's not God. Who is he to decide who can live and who can die? And who should have a normal life? And he decided that he was going to do away with a lot of people like the Jews. They're the big ones, don't they? And then there was the gypsies, and then there was the homosexuals. And have a look, have a read. Take the name and have a good look at it. Have a good read. And get the word out and spread the truth. And don't comply with tyranny. Don't comply. Basically, the leader to Hitler, the leader to all those Jews going in the gas chambers was what the unvaccinated are going through right now. We're being discriminated against right now. You know? But yeah, you'd have to read it, and it's quite deep, it's quite involved, but you know, you've got to resist it. Nice chatting. Try now.